Hello, Almot Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. We are here just before Shabbat in Southern California. It's beautiful. I'm iLan Azoulai, spiritual life coach and a sound therapist for you who are ready to reclaim and remember your gifts. Yes, so we are today in the portion of Vayera. And the portion of today is talking about Abraham after he accepted his bind with God. He had circumcision. He was 99, and he's sitting at his tent. Now we know that Abraham was he was big on hospitality. He loved housing people. He loved having people in his tent. He would tell his wife, Sarah, at that time Sarai, that to prepare food and everything for any guest that would come and would be there. Now this was the third day that Abraham, after his circumcision, and the third day in circumcision after circumcision is the worst day, because that's the third day is the day that there is the most flow of blood. So he was sitting, and it says God made the sun stronger, intentionalizing maybe to have people not visit him, because after all, Abraham went through a serious surgery. And but Abraham is looking, and suddenly there are three people standing upon him. They didn't approach, they didn't say they came from afar, he could see them walking. As he was looking, suddenly they stand upon him. And so we understand that those are the angels. Those are the angels that came to deliver several news, the destruction, and then the birth for him. This is giving him a son. But there are three people that are suddenly standing upon him. So it doesn't matter his state. He begged them. He says, "Please don't leave." But there is here a subtext where he's actually talking to God. He knows that those are not regular people, and he's talking to God, but he's asking them, please stay, just something to drink, just something very little. And as they say okay, he calls Sarah and said, please prepare this and prepare food and prepare meat and do all this kind of thing, prepare food. So he does more than he said that he'll do. Some people say less and do more, and some people are the other way. They say much and do not as much. But the focus that I want to bring all this here is to the hospitality. To the hospitality. Many times people are not comfortable in asking for help. Many people are not comfortable in receiving. Sometimes it is easier to give and to be in this overdoing. Did you find yourself at times where you are at an event or at a party or at a gathering, and you don't know what to do with yourself, so you go and you help. You go and you do this. You go and help in the kitchen. You go and help cleaning. Many times it is the desire to help that is mixed with the insecurity, with mixed not wanting to do or not knowing what to do, and mixed with the not knowing how to receive. And many people are ashamed or insecure about asking for help. And when something like this happens, great he or she or the person who can identify that in the person in front of them and tell them, don't worry, it's okay. No judgment. There is no judgment in here. So in the hospitality, we can see that Abraham is doing beyond what is expected. Obviously, he's doing it because that's his nature. He was the mostest of the host, the host with the most. That's the right saying. And so sometimes when people ask, giving is a blessing, because when we give, we're also receiving. When we give, we have this fire within us that starts bubbling up. And when we give and it starts bubbling up, we want to do it more. Can you imagine if we all were like that? If we all were, I just want to do how can I help you? How can I do for you? So now, in Judaism, in Judaism, there is I'll tell you, many years in the past, I would say, I believe you until you prove me wrong, or I believe you automatically, or I will do for you automatically, I trust you automatically before, and then give me a reason why not to. And that's really that was an unhealthy place of me, where I would convince myself, because of my own fears, because of my own wounds, because of my own traumas, that is the right way to go. I trust completely somebody who I don't know until they prove me wrong. And that is really an unhealthy way of looking at things, of handling things. So there is a sentence in Hebrew which is called, it comes from the Midrash, and it comes from our sages, kabdeu v'chashdeu. Respect him or her, and suspect him or her. Respect him or her like a creation. That's the creation, that God created that human being. Respect that person like he is the highest of the highest. But suspect, because we don't know the human condition of which that person is currently engaged in, because we don't know the person. We don't know the person. We don't know what the deal is. So when you meet somebody new, when you meet somebody that you feel, oh great, I have this great connection with this person, wow, I met this new person, listen to your intuition. Is your intuition feeling good about it, or do you have reservations and you are pushing it aside because no, I shouldn't feel that? It doesn't mean that everybody is on the negative side. However, it is important to pay attention to what you reveal, to what you give, to how much you give. Because many times when we give, many times, not all the time, we also expect something similar in return. And that is unhealthy way of looking at it, because then the giving is not an authentic giving. So pay attention to your own giving. Why are you giving? Or how much are you giving? Or this person that you just met, that could appear to be a nice friend or a nice coworker, you don't know the person. So respect the person, absolutely. But be careful on how your trust is placed. It is not about, oh, give me the other cheek so you can hit me again. No. We don't do that. It is to respect the person and to be hospitable to the person, and to be cautious about where you put your eggs in, so to speak. So go with open heart. Look at those people who you may notice that they have a hard time asking, requesting for help. Go and be there. Yes, let's do that. We help one another. Remember that each one of us is a human being. We are all in our human condition. So with that in heart, Shabbat Shalom, help the other together, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.